All right, the families of the Uvalde victims are suing the Unholy Trinity. I'm going to walk you through it and then talk about the implications that it has for you and me. This could affect us a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit about that. I want to hear your opinions. This is a little bit ugly, so buckle up. Here we go. Today's episode is brought to you by Hidden Hybrid Holsters. Every week I tell you how good they are. Why? Because they are. I've also told y'all 242 times that they're made by Patriots, fantastic warranty, but more importantly, you can carry all-day hidden and all-day comfort. Jump over there, use the drop-down menus, and dial yours in, hiddenhybridholsters.com. You people, you know what I'm going to say. Thank you for every thumbs up. Thank you. I've said on here 417 times, they're not coming down your driveway. They're going to try to get our guns in 117 different ways. Sometimes it's legislative, sometimes it's dramatic, and other times it's economic. Remember when they went after the credit card companies trying to get your information? Well, the families of the Uvalde tragedy are suing the Unholy Trinity, and that Unholy Trinity, it's wrongful death suits suing Activision, Call of Duty, Instagram, and Daniel Defense. It would make more sense to sue social media giant YouTube, but they're going after Instagram, saying that these three together formed an unholy trinity that radicalized the monster that did the tragedy. And I'm not mentioning that monster's name. It's a mess. This is the same attorney's office that sued the Sandy Hook, where Sandy Hook victims sued Remington. They settled for $73 million. That I see implications for all of us in that one, in that manufacturers are having to now arm up or lawyer up or insurance up, facing this nonsense. Who did the crime? Nah, let's go after the manufacturers and go after the retailers and go after people that are trying just to do their businesses. And monsters use that system, and they bought. I think that monster in Uvalde bought his Daniel Defense rifle 23 minutes after he turned 18, and legally using a piece of metal. It's a tool. The Unholy Trinity is being sued, wrongful deaths. Now, here's one you may miss in the shuffle of other channels talking about this. There's other lawsuits going on right now. This same group has already sued the city of Uvalde, and they only went for $2 million because they didn't want to bankrupt the town they live in. I'm calling bogus on that. But they did, and there's other lawsuits going on against all of these folks. I see three implications. First, social media. I mean, a lot of us, including this guy, I go to social media to learn about the guns that I use, to learn how to see different things, to try different things, to learn different stuff. My son's setting up a new rifle this week, and he told me yesterday I'm going to watch some YouTube videos and just see how I want to set up my red dot and my light and just get things dialed in. When social media is being sued for monsters, reason number 42, where they crack down on all of us and the social media folks for talking about our freedom. Secondly, I see the manufacturers, like I mentioned a minute ago, they're going to have to continue to lawyer up and to use, the end result is us having to pay for all this stuff, for the end users having to pay for all of it, and prices going up. I see that. And then finally, it's this whole guns are bad movement just continues to go. Let me say it this way. In Australia, the government did not disarm their populace. Their populace voted for it. They disarmed themselves. And this is where we're at with the Giffords Group and the Everytowns and all of the Soros-funded nonsense. It drives people to stand in the street and scream, please disarm us, please disarm us. I wrote down and ended up scribbling it out. Why are these families not upset at the cops who didn't go in there? Somewhere between 300 and 400 badges stood outside for 70 minutes while that monster did evil. Well, it turns out they are suing 100 state police officers, going after them. That's just, I don't remember the word for when officers are on duty, they operate with, and I forget the name of the term, but basically they have insurance that'll pay for that. They personally won't deal with anything. 370-ish officers stood outside for 70 minutes. That is catastrophic failure. All right, here's where I'm at. This is a bunch of nonsense. I see more of this coming down the road. Where are you? Let me know down below. Daniel Defense, Instagram, and Activision being sued by a really powerful law firm in California. This is a mess. Let me know.
This gun fits my hand better than this one does.
Diabetes.